Hey guys, wanted to make a quick video on a subject that has helped me gain traction in my life when things have spiraled out of control. And rest assured, it's going to happen for all of you at some point. So the subject is really that: what do you do when you don't know what to do, right? Like you're like, what does that mean? It basically means that you lose your track of your goals. So think of the days that there were times in your life where you woke up, you were determined, and you had clarity. You knew why you were doing what you were doing, and you knew how it was going to play out. You knew how long you had to do it for. You just had the whole thing just mapped out, and you were dialed in, and you woke up, and you got it done, and every day you moved closer to the goal that you had. And it might have been days that lasted for, it might have been weeks, and if you're one of the very few, it might have been months. Most of my life, when I felt that way, it was only for a few weeks before you either get the goal or something changes, and then you fall back into a funk. And this often happens when you have a goal, like, you want to become a master technician, and you just are dialed in, you know when you're taking your test days, what you're studying, what the next test is, and you're just kicking butt, right? And a lot of times what happens when we get our goal, then we fall into these funks when you're like, all right, so what's next? Like, how do I get that traction back? So, and it could happen for a multitude of other reasons. You go on vacation, you come back, you don't have the focus that you did before you left, you're like, man, I shouldn't have taken that trip. All sorts of stuff, that gets in your head. You get, something happens in your personal life, and sickness happens, people pass away, all sorts of things will happen in life that'll throw you off your course. And rest assured, it will. And sometimes you're just dumped on a lot of work. The point is, you're gonna just have these feelings where you're not dialed in. And here's a quick hack. That's really the video, is what's the quickest way to get back on track? And it's this. For me, whenever I have had this experience, I write down what's the next thing that I can do that will bring order to my life. That's it. Just write down, hey, what can I do right now that would make me closer to the road? And honestly, often it's just cleaning the place around me, cleaning my desk, cleaning my room, writing a to-do list for the next 3 hours. Just doing the very next step, not worrying about the day, not worrying about the week, not worrying about the month. Just focused on what can I do in the next 3 hours so that I feel better than I do about my life 3 hours later than I do right now. And then just get to work. Don't sit there and, feel sorrow. Don't sit there and feel like a victim. Don't be like, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. That's not going to serve you, man. I'm just being honest. Like, it's just going to make you paralyzed, and that anxiety builds up because you have a lot to do, you just don't know where to start. Or you may not know what to do and you don't have anything to do and you don't know where to start, right? The point is, and it's all the conclusion is the same. You pick the next thing that needs to get done that's going to make you feel good about yourself. And then you just go and do it, and you've just cleared up some smoke. And then you go do the next 3 hours worth of stuff, and you cleared up some more smoke. And you can do that for a day or two before you have pretty much gotten all the smoke cleared out. And even if not, you are way more confident. You're way more confident than you were before you started taking action. And gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, and ladies, if you're watching, the biggest way to get confidence is just do crap. Just get crap done. I can't emphasize this enough. People are like, how do I get confidence? You get crap done, you're going to have confidence. And when you complete things, when you check things off your to-do list, the natural byproduct of that, even from a neuroscience, it reduces anxiety because it releases dopamine and serotonin. Meaning, your body tells you, hey, you can now go celebrate. And you've done it the correct way instead of binge watching Netflix or, eating candy or doing illicit drugs, right? Because that stuff also releases dopamine, serotonin, but that's cheating, and then that's why you don't want to do crap, which is a whole different rant about why people who do drugs have little motivation, because they have hacked their reward system in their brain. The thing is, when you feel anxiety, what's happening is, from even a neurological perspective, your brain just needs serotonin. It needs a win. And what the beautiful thing about winning is, it's the most addictive thing. It's just like a drug. Once you start winning, you want more. Why? Because it releases the same neurocircuitry that drugs do, right? When you win, you release this good feeling in your brain, and you just want more of that, and you feel incredible, and you just want to keep winning. And that's really all you need. And your brain doesn't know if you just made $1 million or if you just cleaned your room. When you're starving for those chemicals, even cleaning your room can actually release a cascade effect of positivity. It's a spiral that you want to start. The Bible talks about he who has will receive more, and he who has not will be taken, everything will be taken. This is Matthew's law, Matthew's principle, whatever you're going to call it. And that's actually referring to the neurocircuitry. What that means is that he who wins will most likely win again. And the reason why that is because when you win, you release serotonin, you feel good about yourself, you have more confidence, you're willing to take more risk, you're willing to do more work, and then chances are you're going to win again. Those who don't win and they sit around and they let the anxiety take over, and then they have no dopamine and they have no serotonin. Even from a neurological perspective, they're more likely to keep losing. You sitting there, wallowing in your sorrow, you're losing by not taking action. And the best thing you can do is just take action. Just write down the thing you need to do and then go do it. And do it in increments of 3 hours. And if that's too long, then 2 hours. If that's too long, then 30 minutes. If that's too long, then hell, do it for 5 minutes. But do something. Do something. Don't sit around. Get something done. And then when you get something done, you will feel better. I swear to you, you will feel better. And when you feel better, you will write something else down, and then you will go do that. And then you will feel even more better. And then you continue that cascade effect. The cascade meaning the waterfall that feeds the next waterfall that feeds the next waterfall. The water keeps going eventually till your cup is full and you feel like a winner once again, which is exactly what you are, and which is exactly how you should feel all the time, because that's what you are. You're a winner. If you're listening to this, if you're putting in the effort, you're trying to grow your business, you're trying to get your team right, you're trying to get your shop right, you're a winner. A winner is somebody who wants to win, because somebody who wants to win bad enough will ultimately win. Right? So we don't look at the output, we look at the input. The inputs are you willing to win and do the work to win? If you are, in my book, you're a winner, because it's only a matter of time before you're going to win on the outside. So again, get the wins by getting the work. Manage your inputs, not the outputs. Don't look at, hey, have I won? No. Have you done the work? Have you put in the effort? Have you done what you needed to do today? Have you gotten off your butt and actually put in action? If you're taking action, everything else is easy. Hope that helps. And into my times of my chaotic life, when things have gone out of control, putting down a to-do list of 3 hours has been a game changer to get me back on track way faster, because it used to take me days, weeks, even months before I get back on track. And now, with the grace of God and some habits that we've formed, we can get back on track a lot faster. So I wish you the best. If you have chaos in your life and you want to eliminate it, again, you're not alone. This is a human condition. Everybody goes through this. And you can get out of it a lot faster by just sticking to some disciplines like getting right into action. Hope that helps.